Why using the manual mode is the worst advice for photography beginners and what you can do instead. I've seen it over and over again. Whenever I have a student join my one-on-one private workshop, I always start by asking them to show me how they shoot when they're using their camera. Now, the students who join my one-on-one workshop usually have a mirrorless or a DSLR camera. They're not using their cell phone camera. So I'm always interested in how they shoot their photos. In particular, I'm interested to know what shooting mode that they are using. Almost all the time, I see them trying to use the manual mode unsuccessfully. I can see clearly that they are uncomfortable and frustrated when they are using the manual mode. When I ask them why they are using the manual mode, they often tell me that some professional photographers out there told them that if they are using the camera that they have now, they should be using the manual mode. Now, this is a really bad advice, especially for photography beginners. Now, using the manual mode is great if you know what you are doing in photography. But when you are just getting started, this is the worst mode for you to use. In this video, I will tell you why you should avoid using manual mode when you are just getting started learning photography and what should you do instead. Using the manual mode is great because you can control all the variables on your camera. I'm talking about the important photography variables like aperture, shutter speed, metering, focus mode, and so on. However, when you are just getting started to learn photography, dealing with so many variables at once can leave you confused and frustrated at the same time. Even worse, you can miss a lot of shooting opportunities because you spend most of your time looking at your camera, fiddling around to get your camera settings right, and miss capturing the moment. Does this sound familiar? Nowadays, when people want to start learning photography seriously, they are upgrading from their smartphone camera to either a DSLR or a mirrorless camera. When you're just starting out learning photography and you have a new camera, your first priority is to get comfortable shooting with your camera, not shooting in manual mode. Manual mode will not give you the comfort and confidence that you need yet. So, how should you shoot when you have a new camera and you're just starting out learning photography? Remember, the first priority is for you to get comfortable shooting with your new camera. You can do this by using the P mode or the program mode. I often call the P mode the smart auto mode. The P mode will set all the variables for you like an auto mode, but it also gives you the option to change the variables if you need to. Let's say you want to shoot a landscape shots. You found a great location with the perfect light and you compose your shot. The P mode set all the variables automatically for you. But then you notice that it's giving you an aperture of f2.8. You want to get everything in focus and you want an aperture of f16. You can easily change this setting by rotating a dial or by pressing a button on your camera. This combination of auto mode and the flexibility to change the variable as you see fit gives you a lot of comfort when you use your camera. Please note that the P mode is not the same as the green auto mode that you usually see on your camera. Like the P mode, the green auto mode on your camera sets every variables automatically, but it will not allow you to change the variables when you need to. You are stuck with what the camera chooses for you. How do you set up your camera correctly to shoot in the P mode? I give a specific in-depth instructions on my beginner's quick start guide to photography course at the Inspira Gallery website. It's a free course that you can take on my website, and I've put the link below on how you can access that course. But for the sake of convenience, I will give you some briefs here. If you're using a camera with a top dial, you can simply find the P and switch it to that mode. If you are using a camera with aperture and shutter speed dial, you can set your camera to the program mode by rotating the aperture dial to A and also the shutter speed dial to A. Next, set the ISO to auto and set an upper limit of it. For a crop sensor camera, I usually set the upper limit to 3200, and a full frame camera, I usually set the limit to 6400. Finally, set the focus area to center or flexible spot. Once you're done, you're ready to shoot. How? Since you have set up everything correctly, all you have to do now is focus on the lighting and composition. This is your job as your camera's partner. This is a job that your camera cannot do for you, so you need to learn how to do this well through practice. After you find the lighting and the composition that you like, you can use the focus and recompose technique to shoot the photo. This is a very simple technique that will give you a well-balanced, composed photograph with sharp focus most of the time. All you have to do is point the focus point to the object that you want to be sharp, press half the shutter button, and then recompose the scene to get the shoot that you want. When composing your scene, only move your camera upwards, downwards, or to the sides. Don't move your camera forward or backward from your subject because you can lose focus and end with an unsharp picture. This is how you can comfortably shoot with your new camera if you're just starting out. After you can set up and use the P mode correctly, all you need to do now is use your camera often so you can get comfortable shooting with it. Once you get comfortable shooting in the P mode, you can then learn more about your camera by controlling the variable one by one. I'm not going to tell you to jump straight to manual, but you can learn to use semi-automatic mode on your camera. I'm talking about the aperture priority mode and the shutter priority mode. After you can master those two, then you can go and try manual mode. I've helped many photographers go from the P mode to manual mode in my Camera Superpower course that you can find on the Inspira Gallery website. You can check out that course from the link below. So there you have it. In this video, I have told you why using the manual mode is the worst advice for photography beginners and what you can do instead. What's one thing that you can do now? Make sure you set up your new camera correctly using the P mode and get comfortable shooting with your new camera. If you are interested to learn more, check out my free course called The Beginner's Quick Start Guide to Photography at Inspira Gallery. This free course has helped many photography beginners from all walks of life when they're just starting out learning photography. You'll learn how to properly set up your camera, what essential gears to buy, and all the crucial information that you should know when you're just starting out in photography. You can find the link to my course on the description below. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you won't miss out on the new videos, and I will see you around.